happy holidays, and this is Linda Beatty from Linda Beatty's Life Coaching and Counseling. And I'm starting a series today that I'm titling The Toxic Family. Now, because it's the holidays coming up, I'm going to gear it towards interacting with the toxic family during the holidays in this first video. But I'm going to be going through different types of toxic families and the different ways they can impact us. And you just figure out which kind your family is and, listen to the ones that apply and skip the ones that don't. So this one is a general overview of how to deal with toxic family during the holidays. And I make that face because a lot of us make that face when we think about our toxic families. And toxic families are simply dysfunctional. And no matter what you've done in your healing journey, no matter how you've changed, no matter how you've tried to respond differently to them, nothing works. Nothing helps, and you end up being re-traumatized every time you interact with them. And it takes you a couple steps back in your healing journey every time you have to be around them or every time you have to interact with them. So what can you do? The first and most simple thing that a lot of clients do is what I call no contact. They have tried pretty much everything, and it's impacted their emotional health so deeply that they've had to go no contact in order to protect themselves and maybe their current family that they're in. So the first thing you can do is go no contact, and that is where you just say or even don't say why you're going no contact and simply cut off communication. I always think it's better to let them know either through a letter, an email, a phone call, like, listen, this is why I can have no contact and these are the reasons. If you do it by telephone, a lot of times they can trip you up and they can start getting you to be triggered and react, and that's never a good thing. So if you do it by letter or email, it's a lot better, and they can reread that and really digest your words and maybe get help for themselves. I mean, it's rare, but it does happen. So that's the first way you deal with a toxic family. The second way is you have alternate plans in place. You have plan A, B, and C. Okay, we plan to go to their house for an hour on Christmas Eve, but if mom is acting this way or dad is drunk or so-and-so is there, then we have plan B and we will do this. And then if plan B has some glitches, we will do plan C. And this way you aren't expecting it to go a certain way and then you're kind of stymied when it doesn't go that way. You have a preparation in place, you have alternate plans in place, and you can act accordingly. And you can have that as a way to give yourself peace and calmness regardless of what's happening with the toxic people in your life. The third thing that you can try and do is have responses to what you know they're probably going to do, they're probably going to say, they're probably going to ask, and you can have your responses already planned out. You can have, a set thing you're going to say. If they ask a certain question, a set response. This way you're not reacting, you're responding. And I have a video on responding versus reacting. So you want to respond, not react. So if you prepare and have that kind of thing in place, it's really important, and it can help you say, okay, yeah, I've prepared for this. Okay, here, they're doing it. I'm not going to react. I'm just going to give my alternate response and go from there. So responding well and having that prepared is a good one. The next thing I would say to have in place is someone to debrief with, whether it's your journal, whether it's a close friend, whether it's your therapist, whether it's somebody from church that understands what you're going through. Whoever it is or whatever it is, have a way to get out your emotions, get out your triggering, get out what you're feeling from the interactions. And that way, when it's over, you know what you felt, you know what it did for you, and maybe the following year or the following holiday or the following event, you can read that and say, okay, the last time I thought I was going to go into this and try, here's what happened. And so you have basically a record of how you felt after the fact. The other thing that is important and that you can also do is limit how you're interacting with them. Maybe instead of going in person, you can send a card and a letter and a gift. Or you could do a video call like this over Zoom or over the computer and limit your interactions with them. And this way, if something goes wrong, oh, I had a computer glitch, gotta go. Somebody's at the door, have to go. Got a phone call, have to go. There is a way out, whereas it's not quite so easy when you're in person. And in this season of COVID, hey, let's face it, we have a lot of valid reasons why we don't want to go in person. So that is a great alternative to going in person and having to face that face-to-face. So those are a lot of good starting points for a toxic family in the holidays. And if you have any more questions about that or want to know more about this, I'm going to be doing more videos on toxic families and the different types of toxic families. So I want you to stay tuned. I want you to subscribe to my channel. I want you to please leave a comment below if this has helped you or it has given you some ideas about how to deal with your own toxic family. Please leave comments after the holidays if this video has helped you. And message me on Messenger. Find me on Facebook, Instagram. Again, subscribe, and we will see you next time. God bless.